If I don't make it back before the sun, all you have to do is run. Just promise me you'll run, and don't look back.
Wake up. This is the day that was created for us. This is the day to make great things happen. And this is the day that we get it done. All right. So just want to talk to you a little bit about today is who are you? That's a question that we need to ask ourselves at times. Who am I? Because sometimes that we get so highly up on life and think about that we're bigger than other people. The question is that we need to ask ourselves is who am I? All right. One thing I want you to know is that you have nothing to prove to no one. All right. You don't have to have all these degrees to be successful. You don't have to have all these accolades to be successful. The only thing you need to do is have a mindset on knowing who you are. Once you figure out who you are, then you can operate in that level of authority that you have. You can operate in that level of anointing that you have. But you have to figure out first, who are you? All right. There are a lot of people that in life, a lot of people in life tell you who you're not to be, who you're not. But that's not who you are. You have to realize who you are. And once you realize who you are, you can do so many great things. The second thing I wanted you to know is that you have to live for you. Quit living for other people. Quit living for your mama, quit living for your daddy, quit living for your aunties, quit living for your brothers. You have to first live for you before you're able to live for anybody else. Once you figure out that you have to live for you and once you operate in that, you'll be fine. Stop waiting on people to affirm who you are. You should know who you are. You're great. You're wonderful. You're powerful beyond measure. You're anointed. You're gifted. You're talented. Stop letting people dictate who you are. Stop letting people tell you who you're not. You first have to realize who you are in order to operate in your level of greatness. And greatness is inside of all of us, but it takes someone special to pull that greatness out. And sometimes it may be your wife. Sometimes it may be your best friend. Sometimes it may be your dad or your mom or your brother to bring that greatness out of you. But you have to understand that you operate in a level of greatness and you just need for it to come out. I remember that there was a time in my life where a lot of people were calling me by a certain name. A lot of people back in college was calling me by a certain name, and I always answered to it because that name had something that connected me with. And I finally realized it's not the name that people just was calling me. I was operating in the level of who I was not. And once I figured out that who I was not and figured out who I was, I changed my whole game up. I changed my whole mentality up because I did not want to be recognized by what people call me, but I want to be recognized by what he calls me. All right. So I had to change that level of thing. And I want you to know that today you can change that level of thinking. I've always been told, and I want to tell you today, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. That's when you start realizing who you are. All right. Operating in a level of a title. There was a point in my life where I wanted a certain title so I can feel affirmed. But the title really didn't matter in the long run. It's about what I did with my actions in the long run. How did I operate every day? How did I think about what I needed to think about every day? How did I treat people? How did I act towards people? How was I'm able to do the things that I needed to do in order for me to be successful in that position? I was so busy worrying about having a person to give me a title than for me to operate in that position. Once I figured out that I needed to operate in a certain level of that position, that's when my mindset started to change. That's when I had to understand that it wasn't about the title that I need to be worried about, but it was about the people that I was being able to affect in their lives. All right. So that I had to change my mindset about the title because the title didn't make me who I was. But you know what? He did all the work and he get all the glory for it. All right. So don't worry about having these titles. Worry about operating in your position. And once you operate in your position, the titles will come left and right. No matter what or whatever, as long as you operate in your position, you work every day with no excuses, you can have what you want to have, all right? Thomas Jefferson once said that, do you want to know who you are? He asked that question. He said, don't ask. Make sure your actions show who you are. All right, I'll leave you with that. This is the day that we're gonna make great things happen, and this is the day that we're gonna live life with no excuse. Today is the day that we going to get it done, okay? Your best days are not your yesterdays. Your best days lies ahead of you. So don't operate in your yesterdays, because your yesterdays exactly what it is. It was the past. But your future lies within the next hour. Your future lies within the next second. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna grind and be who you are? Or are you gonna operate and try to be someone that you're not? Let today be the day that you make it happen. Let today be the day that you get it done. See you next week.
The past is the past, you know? It's a new day, bro. My day. You gotta do it now.